Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's your guide Olena. In this video, briefly how to get from the airport Boryspil to Kyiv. So right now I'm at the Terminal D, that is the international terminal for international flights, and it looks quite busy. First of all, what you can do, you can contact me and hire me as your driver and my transfer. And I will take you from the airport to your hotel, to your rented apartment, and we will, chat a little bit on the way. The general situation. You are not allowed to get inside of the terminal if you don't have a ticket. Only passengers are allowed. So if you are meeting someone, you will need to wait somewhere here on the benches or just at the entrance. You can stay outside of the terminal and still you've got access to all the information. You can see here the schedule, arrival, departure, everything is comprehensive. Yeah, so here we can see people who are waiting for somebody meeting outside of the terminal. Luckily it's summer and it's not cold, so I think no problem. Okay, so let's imagine, so you arrived, you went outside of the doors and you have basically several options how to get to the city. The option number one, you just on the opposite side from the exit from the airport, you've got the Skybus. That is the intercity bus here that connects Boryspil airport and the railway station of Kyiv. If you have a hotel somewhere nearby, that might be an option for you. The price is 100 hryvnias. It takes about 45 minutes, 1 hour of a time to get to the railway station, depends on traffic. At night it can be 45 minutes. In the daytime, when there are traffic jams, it might take twice longer, like hour and a half up to 2 hours, but if you're lucky 1 hour will be enough. They have a little bit of a mess yet, because when I called to the hotline of the Skybus, I was told that they don't work yet because it's still the quarantine, but when I arrived here at the airport of Boryspil, it turned out that actually they work, but they don't have a schedule yet. Bye-bye Skybus, have a nice trip to the railway station. Now the option number two, you arrived and you can go just this way. Over there is the train, that is intercity train Boryspil Express. It will take you from the airport, from the Terminal D, right to the city of Kyiv, the railway station. So before quarantine times, you could take the train to Kyiv every hour. Now the service is limited. The service was relaunched on 15th of June, and as for today, there are 6 trains per day, 3 in the morning and 3 in the evening. You will find the schedule in the description of this video. You can buy a ticket at the machine by a card, or you can buy a ticket by cash. Let me show you how it works. Basically, quite simple. They accept the cards. There is the English language here. So it's written here that Ukrainian railways are welcoming you in Kyiv. Welcome to Kyiv. So the next train will be at 9 p.m. That means in about 1 hour. That's why it's so empty. I believe in 1 hour it will be quite busy. So on my opinion, the train is very comfortable and cheap way how to get from the airport to Kyiv, to the railway station. But that's an option only if you live somewhere nearby the railway station, because anyway later from the railway station you will need to take a metro somewhere, or I don't know, a taxi. And my experience is that the railway station of Kyiv is not the best place. In general, I would suggest that it's better to avoid the railway station in Kyiv. I don't like it personally because I think it's the most dirty place in Kyiv. See, I'm honest with you. I'm telling you the whole truth. Okay, so what's next? Well, my advice, what I think is the perfect way for you, is to hire an official taxi. So when you arrive, just when you exit from your arrival hall, you will see just on the opposite side big letters, taxi. They speak English. You tell them where you need to get to. They will tell you how much it's gonna cost. They will tell you how much time it's gonna take, and they will help you to take that taxi that you need, and for sure you will not overpay. They are slightly more expensive, slightly not too. There is a plane. Look, there is a plane. Where are you? The plane. That local official taxi is slightly more expensive than the usual taxi service or like Uber, but it's a reliable, comfortable and safe way how to get from the airport Boryspil to your hotel, to your rented apartment even if you don't speak Russian or Ukrainian, if you speak English. The transfer service that I don't advise 100% is unofficial taxi. It's not a mobile application, it's not an official taxi service. When you arrive, there will be 100% some man, who will come to you and whisper like, taxi. Well, my advice, it's better not to take that unofficial taxi because you might overpay. It's better take the official taxi service, or if you don't want to use that, Uber, UKLON, Bolt, these three mobile applications, you can download them and choose any of them. They're more or less the same. But there is one problem. They are not allowed to stop just and wait for you near the entrance of the terminal. So you will have to find them. So over there is the entrance, and over here are the taxi cars that are waiting for the passengers. It's no problem if you speak Ukrainian or Russian. If you don't speak, well, that might be a problem. It depends on, how lucky you are, because sometimes the drivers can understand some English, but in general, be prepared that here in Ukraine, generally most people don't speak English very well. But still they are friendly and they will try to help you. Anyway, even using their by phone, it's more complicated. So we can see that the airport is coming back to life every day. We have more and more international flights here. As for COVID safety rules, they are quite simple. You need to wear the mask on your face when you are inside of the building. Inside of the terminal, there are sanitizers everywhere. You are required to respect the social distancing. That means 1.5 meters between people. The good news that as for today, you can take a PCR test at the terminal D of the airport Boryspil. It works 24/7, and if you do the test, you're released from self-isolation within 48 hours. That's quite easy and comfortable now. The test costs 1,500 hryvnias in Boryspil airport, and at Juliana airport, that is another one. It's smaller, but it's still international. Over there you can make a test as well, and there it costs 1,700 hryvnias. You're welcome to watch my another video in which I explain how you can make a PCR test at the airport.